Good morning from Bali, everyone. It's Hanifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I wanted to talk about the art of listening. And if you've ever had a really great conversation with someone, and I'm sure we all have, there's something so wonderful about that experience. And we'll say, wow, I had such a great conversation with whoever. It's a best friend, it's a partner, it's a child, it doesn't matter. But you know when you've had a really great conversation. And so I thought I'd start with this quotation, which doesn't have an author, but it says, every good conversation starts with a good listener. Every good conversation starts with a good listener. And this idea is for us to remember that listening is such an important skill, and so many do not practice this skill regularly. And oftentimes, people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with an intent to reply. So sometimes the person is thinking in the back of their mind, oh, yeah, something like that happened to me. I can't wait to tell them about it. And so there's only half the attention going into the actual listening. Sometimes, even if you would pay attention mindfully to your own awareness in a moment, you might be speaking to someone that you have a really good friendship with, and you might notice something in the air. It could be the fragrance that they're wearing, it could be a cologne, it could be a perfume the person is wearing, and it's really strong. And you either really like it or you really do not like it. But even just that little bit of senses being led in a different direction changes the quality of our listening. And so I thought I'd also share this quotation, which I thought was so beautiful. It's by Christopher Isham, and it says, listening is an attitude of the heart, a genuine desire to be with another, which both attracts and heals. Attracts and heals. And you'll notice that when you have a really good conversation with someone, it's someone that you kind of want to. You're attracted to speaking to that person for whatever reason, and it's very healing. So a good conversation, again, the deep listening or genuine listening has this flavor of an interest, this attraction word, I would say an interest in listening, in being with another person to listen. And listening is a very healing act. So if we practice this, it's of course, I shouldn't say of course, but I'm going to make sure that you know that it's healing both to the listener and to the person who's listened to. So sometimes many people have spoken with me, and you might have felt this yourself, that sometimes you've got really something important that you'd like to share with someone, and they're not really listening because there's something else in their mind or their life, or even just the experience around the conversation. So let's say there's even, heavy traffic and it's distracting. And so you leave the conversation feeling, wow, they shared a lot about them, but I didn't get to say anything about myself. And I really wanted to share that bit of information. And this understanding that being heard is so important, yet listening itself is so important. So if we find that our minds are thinking, was I able to share anything about what I wanted to share? Recognize that the mind has that bit of ego in it of, I wanted to share this mind wanted to share this, I wanted to speak this mouth wanted to speak this, why didn't they say this is what I wanted to hear, but they said this. And all of this is just ego space. Yet if we're truly practicing the art of listening, it is healing for the listener and the speaker. And I wanted to make sure that I finished with this quotation about listening, yet also plant the seed in your head about speaking is also equally important. So speaking, there's a lot of people that are really great listeners and never feel like they have an opportunity to speak. So whether in personal lives or professional lives, they don't have this opportunity. Perhaps they don't create the opportunity. Perhaps they're waiting for others to create the opportunity. And the only person who can create the opportunity truly to speak is ourselves. And this art of speaking is also very important. And to be feeling like one thing is expressed from the heart is a beautiful space that people can appreciate. for themselves, and even to listen to someone who is able to speak to us is also equally a blessing. So I thought I'd finish today's listening video with this quotation by Thich Nhat Hanh, and it says, "Deep listening is the kind of listening that can help relieve the suffering of another person. You listen with only one purpose, to help him or her empty their heart." To empty their heart, it's so beautiful, because often we know that when someone has something really important that they want to share and they're reaching out to, do you have time to chat, or do you, I'm glad that we've made this time to chat, and that sort of idea. They've got something they want to share. They might not come right out and say, I want something or some time or some listening ear to share this. They might not say that. Yet, when we are truly taking on the role of a good listener and a deep listener, we know that to allow another to empty their heart is a blessing that we can provide. And today, I hope that you will provide that blessing to those around you, whether they're family, friends, coworkers, or even your own mind that's trying to speak with your higher self. I wish you a fabulous day ahead, and I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day or night, everyone.